Tahlia McGrath, welcome to 10 in 10. First question, what do you think about this Big Ten in your city?
Stoked it's in Adelaide, best city in the world. It looks really good here in Rundle Mall, and hopefully lots of the shoppers walking by will have a look and come to our games.
Now, I want you to take a walk over this way towards your headshot. Now, you're one of 35 players who have played every season of the WBBL. Now, in your first season, you were 19, turning 20 in 2015. We all know about Tahlia McGrath, the cricketer, but tell us about Tahlia McGrath, the person, in 2015.
Here we have, 19-year-old Tahlia. Not too different, just a bit of a baby face. I reckon I probably would have said about 3 words that season, around the drinks a couple of times that season. A shy kid that wanted to play cricket.
Love that. Now, you'll see on the walls here, we've obviously got people who've won the Young Gun Award, the Player of the Tournament. I want to take you back to the wickets column, and I want to ask you, Tahlia, in your 10 seasons of WBBL, who has been the toughest player to face?
Oh, that's a good question. But it's definitely one of these two, Jono or Molly. The spinners dominate in T20 cricket, and you can see their wickets there speak for themselves, and I reckon they've got me out a few times. So, they're up there, but good to see a couple of the strikers girls up there with Shooter, Wello and Coity up there. Good to see some of the strikers girls featuring.
Now, WBBL most runs, obviously Beth Mooney. She's got a stack of runs in this competition. Who's the most difficult player to bowl to over the 10 seasons?
Probably Moons. I remember she took the game away from the strikers Big Bash 05 final. Again, Big Bash 06 final, which is the Scorchers. So Moons is up there. Remember Soph when she was playing at strikers, had unbelievable stats. She was so good for us. Those players, some pretty world-class players. Good to see Katie Mack up there, legend. And now a striker, once was a Melbourne Star. So let's move now back inside the 10. Now the first panel here, this goes through the first 4 seasons of the WBBL. Take me back to the initial stages of the tournament. I want to know, who were some of your mentors during the early stages of the tournaments, maybe players you looked up to at the start? Probably for me, the 2 at the Adelaide Strikers were Lauren Ebersary, was our inaugural captain. She sort of took me under her wing straight away. Amazing mentor. And the other one was Shelley Nitschke, coming out of retirement and playing maybe 2 years with the Strikers before she was assistant coach, and loved playing alongside her.
Now, the middle panel here, this goes through WBBL 5 to WBBL 07. Now, this is a period of your career where you really became a leader. By WBBL 7, you were captain of the side. I want to ask you about leadership. Is that always something that you wanted to do? And tell us about these years in making you the leader that you are today.
Leadership is not something I wanted to do. It found me by mistake, but I've fallen in love with it, have loved leading the Strikers for the last 3 years, I think it was. But these middle years sort of shaped my leadership, where I sort of went from that 19-year-old kid that just loved playing cricket to being a little bit more experienced and trying to help the younger players as well. And we lost a few grand finals through this period, and it was pretty tough to take, but then a bit more success later on.
Now, before we get to the success, I want to ask you about your teammates, because there's a lot of teammates who've played all 9 seasons with you.
Yep.
Maybe tell us someone who you're particularly proud of about their journey through the WBBL.
Oh, that's a tough one. Let's go with Bridget Patterson. She's someone that I've played a lot of cricket with, but seeing the way her role has changed over the years. We've seen her as an opening bat, we've seen her dominate in the middle order, recently seen her take the gloves, and I think she just is the type of player that does whatever the team needs, team first, gets the job done, and super consistent, super reliable. So I've loved playing with Bridge over the last 10 years.
Bridge, a great personality for sure. Now, these are great memories for you. WBBL 08, WBBL 09. Easy to see the highlights on the TV there from the final. But what I want to ask you about is that photo. Now, that is you celebrating one of 2 key wickets in the WBBL 09 final. That was a massive moment in the game. Take us back to that particular moment when you got the big wickets of Dupree and Laura Harris.
Yeah, I was amped. I cop a bit for my celebrations. I'm usually pretty cool, calm, collected, don't show much emotion, but those 2 wickets, just something came over me and I carried on like a bit of a flog. That was huge. That sort of swung the momentum back into our favour a bit, and the roar of the crowd with those 2 wickets, and I couldn't help but carry on a little bit. So cool moment, and you can see a few neck veins in the photo there.
Now, we're in Adelaide. We obviously love Adelaide. We love Rundle Mall. If someone was going to come to Adelaide and you were going to take them anywhere, maybe give us a place that you'd take them. What would be a good Adelaide experience?
I'm a sucker for the beach. If you're in Adelaide, I'd head down to maybe Glenelg or Henley, grab yourself a nice coffee, walk along the beach. Amazing place. I'm very biased, but Adelaide is the best place in the world.
Love that. Now, let's get to the trophies. These are very special to you, obviously. Championship winning captain. I want to hear about the celebrations. Of all your teammates, who celebrated the wins the best?
Yeah, two pretty special trophies here that have seen some things. There's some girls that celebrate them really well. I'm not quite at their level, but your Darcy Browns, Gemma Barsby's, Katie Mack, and Bridget Patterson. They're the four that really give it a good crack. And I think the first one we won, they celebrated for about 2 weeks straight. Yeah, they gave it a good crack.
And very last one, Tahlia. Nobody has won this competition 3 times in a row. You're going for history if you can win WBBL 10. Tell everyone out there why the Strikers are going to make it a three-peat in WBBL 10.
The Strikers are very hungry for the three-peat. We're eyeing off that elusive first team to do it. We've got the squad. We've got some exciting new talent, and we just play as a team. We know our role, and yeah, we're as hungry as ever and can't wait to get out there on Sunday against the Heat at Adelaide Oval.
Well, Tahlia, we're very much looking forward to it. Good luck.
Thank you very much.